Hello hackers! Welcome to the new video where we are going to hack the host header authentication bypass lab from Web Security Academy and powered by PortSwigger. So this lab is vulnerable to the privilege lab of the user based on the HTTP host header, and all what to do to solve the lab is to find the hidden admin panel, then get the access, and then delete the user called Carlos. So before moving forward guys, in this lab we are going to use ChatGPT that it's going to help us to generate the payload so we can make the penetration test more easier. So guys, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and let's start. And here we go guys. So in case that I'm going to focus to find the admin panel, which is basically based on the navigation bar in here, but we cannot see it, we try to fuzz the application to find that hidden admin panel. So first what I'm going to do, I'm going to activate Foxy Proxy. I'm going to use Community Edition, then let's go to the proxy, go to intercept, then click intercept twice, and then let's go to HTTP history. So let me navigate to the application. So let's go to my account, for example. As you can see here, we have this /login, and then we have this /my account, which are two pages exist in the application, and my focus is to try to find the hidden admin panel first. So let me send this to repeater, and my focus is going to find the hidden admin panel. So let me send this to intruder. So let's click right, then click send to intruder, or you can just click Ctrl+I. So let me just click on this. Here we go. So over here I have these payloads, and I need to provide the payloads with some common list of admin pages names. So let me go to the ChatGPT this time, and let me ask ChatGPT for this payload. So let's say generate to me an admin path payloads list where I can just copy and paste it. And let me press enter and see the result. And here we go guys, now we have this admin panel list. Probably it's between 50 to 100 paths, but in here we have some restriction. As you can see, he provides us this slash and we don't really need it, and this is not gonna work in Burp suite. So I'm gonna tell him to remove this slash. So I'm going to update the first prompt. Let's say without slash in here, and let me resend. Here we go, now he provides us two responses, so I'm gonna take one of them. So let me copy the first one, here we go, let me paste it over here. So we do have a very interesting list, and let me start my attack. Let's click just OK, and let me start. And here we go, now you can see we have this finished word, so let me check them one by one. As you can see, probably we have this 404, which means not found, as you can see it in here, so we're gonna skip all the 404. So how can we do this? Just go to the status and click on it, and we're gonna filter it. And as you can see, we have this login that we already seen it, which is 200 in here. You can see it's 200. And then we have this one is 401, and probably the rest of them is 404, but you can see this is 401. If you don't know what this means, it's mean unauthorized, which means we probably found what we were looking for. So let me just make this more bigger so we can see it. Let me just render. And here we go. Now in here he said the admin interface only available to the local users. So we find the hidden path, which means /admin in here. Let me go to the request in here and let me send it to repeater. Here we go. So let me go to repeater. So this is going to be my target. Let me resend again. Here we go. It's unauthorized. So in case that we are playing in HTTP host header injection, my focus is going to be on this host. So let me try to manipulate this one too, but how I can do it, also I'm gonna ask ChatGPT to give me some provided list where it should be sent to the local user. Here, let me scroll down. So let me say in here, generate to me a host header fuzzing payloads list. So I can just copy and paste it. And let me press enter. And here we go, guys. Now he provided us a very interesting list. But in case that this is a host attribute, we cannot just copy it and brute force it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to test it by myself. And my focus here is going to be on those values, which is localhost, IP address of a localhost, which is 127.0.0.1, also 4 zeros, and those are red, which is very common of the local host. So let me start with the first one, which is IP address of a local host, which is 127. So let's say 127.0.0.1, and let me see what I'm going to have. Okay, so let me just go to the pretty so I can read the status. In here, I still inauthorize it, which is a 401. So let me use the 4 zeros in here. So let's say 4 zeros. Let me check. Also, it's inauthorize it. So let me use this one, 4 zeros example. Also inauthorize it. So now let me use the local host, and probably this can work. Let me see. And here we go. Now you can see it's 200 in status. So let me just render it and see. Let me just scroll down. And here we go. Now you can see we are able to see users. We have the winner and we have a callus. But before moving forward and delete the user callus, let me check the rest of the list. In red in here we have 127, then we do have a port of 80, and then also another example which is a localhost, then %00. So let me just try it and see if this also works or not. This one, it doesn't work. Let me see if this one it works or not. So let me say test that localhost. Let me see the pretty. Also, it doesn't work, so probably the only one that works is a localhost. Here we go. I have two ways to delete callus. I can just right click and then go to the request in browser and then just copy the original session. Let me just copy it and let me open new tag in here and let me paste it. Here we go. I can just click in here and see if I'm able to delete callus or not. As you can see, he said that the admin interface only available for the local user. That means in the request for the host attribute doesn't include the local host. So what we have to do here, we have to do it manually. So let me search the word callus in here. Here we go. Let me make it more bigger so you can see. Okay, let me research again. Here we go. So you can see in here we have this a tag, which means a link, and probably this use a get method. So all I can do is just to copy this path. Let me just copy it, and I can just paste it over here to delete the user callus. Before click send, let me just back to the previous page in here so I can see if I deleted successfully or not. Let me just send. Here we go, I got redirected with 302, and as you can see, we solved successfully the lab, but let me refresh to verify. And here we go, now you can see we are no longer able to see user callus. So guys, I hope that you learned something new, that how to use ChatGPT to make the task more easier, and how to help us to generate a list of payloads so we can use it easily. So guys, if you still watch my video until now, thank you so much for your time, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and see you in the next video.